Oh,
Release the Flemyng.
The surgery was so
Release
painful.
the Flemyng.
Calabos is no more. What a relief.
Oh, it's so pretty underneath.
7 months it's taken to get me back to me.
That's good. Well, hours and hours of surgery, because they actually did it for real, didn't they?
Yeah, he's
they threw
method.
acid on you and all sorts
They
of stuff.
did.
Yeah.
Because I am a very serious method actor. Oh, yeah.
You have to be for a film called Clash of the Titans, don't you? You really have to get into the characters and...
Titans will clash.
I mean, this is a film that, I think for Brits especially has like a very resonant place. I grew up watching this film at Bank Holiday Mondays.
Yeah, me
you guys
too.
as well? Yeah.
Loved it. I absolutely loved it. Watched it over and over again as a kid, but not the beginning because my mum had taped over that bit. It's just good friends.
I love that story. Gemma had no idea what was going on at the beginning, just because it was Paul Nicholas going, hey, don't say that to me. I'm just trying to raise a family with you.
And then it suddenly cut to Maggie Smith's head on the floor, talking about the second being released. No,
so you knew they were two different things. You didn't actually think that Paul Nicholas turned into Harry Hamlin
no,
at some point.
I sort of got that bit.
Yeah,
Same hair, but slightly lighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just loved it. I used to act it out, when kids act out films, and I used to play Perseus and Jason.
I was always Andromeda.
Yeah, after your AA meeting.
After, because she said I wasn't even born. She said I wasn't even born when Clash of the Titans came out the first time. I was like, I was already in AA.
And then were you undergoing like hours prosthetics even back then?
That was not prosthetic depression. That was just pure alcohol. But my mum used to use Clash of the Titans like a babysitter. She'd put it in the top-loading DVD player and
videos,
Betamax,
for a Betamax, and play it, and then she'd go off for an hour and a half and do her thing. It was just, it was so much part of me growing up. It's incredible.
And then it became part of you as you
as I grew up.
So you dipped yourself in acid for the
role.
transformation.
Anything for that great French auteur Louis.
The French
visionary
director.
Of course, you worked with before on the magnificent Transporter too. With the Stay.
With the Stay. Another real man. See? Sam Worthington, Jason. Now there's a clash of the Titans.
There's a clash of the Titans,
now, there is a clash of the Titans.
Who would kick whose butt?
They could have a growl off.
You're an idiot. No, you're an idiot.
It'd be like 3 hours long. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, it would be.
Best film ever made.
Yeah. Remember De Niro and Pacino in Heat?
Yeah,
those two.
My head's shorter. No, my head's shorter.
Were you disappointed when you got the script for this and it wasn't, the first 30 pages wasn't Just Good Friends?
Hang on a minute, what's all this about King of Chrysius? No, it was...
Why isn't he playing poker?
Yeah.
I just want to talk very briefly about one other Clash of the Titans. Clash versus Kick-Ass.
Ah, the first to mention such a thing.
Matthew Vaughn's been...
See, my problem, obviously, is because I'm a great friend of Matthew Vaughn's, and he's like, Flemyng, you're a Judas. I'm like, Matt, I worked for 1 day on Kick-Ass. I had 11 months' work on Clash. It doesn't matter. You should have known it was coming out on the same day. So, yeah, I'm finding it very difficult at the moment because him and last week, my great friend Brad, me, Brad, and Matt were playing poker.
This is Brad Smith, right?
Brad Smith, yeah. We were playing poker at Matt's huge house with Claudia Schiffer making the bacon sandwiches. And we were at the house, and they just gave me so much grief about me in Clash of the Titans. And I'm like, mate, if you're going to cast me for 1 day, what do you expect? I've got to earn a living.
Yeah, you could have played Frank, you could have played Kick-Ass.
You're a Judas.
Because there's a great storytelling element to it as well. With these Greek myths, there is all of that. There's violence, there's love, there's jealousy, there's magic, there's, deformity. But I think these are the things that make up really, really good stories. And it's one element of it, the violence. But there's a real heart to it as well. Also, there's lots of hot men wearing short skirts. And that's really good as well. My name is Io Perseus.
How do you know me?
I've watched you all your life. I guided you to your family.
You a god?
There are gods and there are men. And there are those of us who are in between. Many years ago, I refused a god's advance. I was cursed with agelessness.
It's not much of a curse.
I've lived for years watching my loved ones die. I imagine you're sympathetic to that plight.
Is it true? Am I the son of Zeus?
Yes.
Which is the most important aspect of this film?
Gosh, well, it's a real mixture. You've got your action, your adventure, which is a massive thing. There's special effects, the story, which is the Greek myth, and I suppose that's the most important thing. You know, we had this fantastic story that's lasted 2,000 years, which we're retelling and reinventing and trying to make look as real as we can with what we've got now, which is all these amazing CGI and special effects and great actors and great director and, you know.
It's a marriage of all those things, really. I think it was time to remake Clash. The original film we both loved in different generations, but both grew up watching time and time and time again. And in fact, we had a South American journalist in yesterday who said that he was a huge fan of Clash of the Titans, and that Clash of the Titans was huge when he's like 40 years old, and he said it was huge when he was a kid then.
Yeah.
So everyone knows it.
It's surprising actually now that, you know, I'm telling everyone, oh, I'm in Clash, and it's not something that I thought lots of people had seen, but everybody.
It's like a guilty secret.
Yeah, yeah. It was a real cult film, I think, and people are really excited about it. And I think it is that thing of, you know, it's a fairy tale essentially that we're telling, and they never grow old. So.
Is it difficult to represent mythological characters?
I suppose it's like any character, really. I mean, for Liam Neeson and Ray Fiennes, they're playing Hades and Zeus. I mean, that must be quite strange, you know. And how do you represent them and play them? But you just got to bring what you can bring to it and make it sort of real and fun, and, you know.
I know what you're saying, though. You're saying, you know, because they're so, you know, like Zeus or Poseidon and these great characters, everyone can close their eyes and see them in a school book. So I guess for the gods it's difficult, but Io is a new character, and Calibos is not known like those big gods. So for us, it was basically they're our own creation.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What is what you enjoy most about acting? You both.
It's being somebody else for the day, I think, and just playing, you know, something that you probably never do in your life. You know, like you getting into all of that makeup and coming out of that makeup room completely transformed. I think that's what it is, you know.
There's a childlikeness to what we do for a living that we're allowed to do for a living, which we're very blessed to be able to continue that, because when you're young and, you know, your mum goes, no, stop that now, you're too old to be doing that. Luckily, we never had to stop, and I think I love that. And the other thing, which is being, you know, coming from South America, I think for me, the travel is an amazing part of that. So when I get a script, the first thing I say is, where's it filming? And I'm still waiting for my one from Venezuela, but I know it will come.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you believe that this film can become a classic too?
Yeah, I think it's a classic, epic adventure, and I think especially because there's a new generation of kids that probably haven't seen the Clash of the Titans that we saw.
For example, me.
What, you hadn't
I'm a
seen
kid,
the...
yes, I have 14.
Oh.
Still, it's cheaper to fly you on the airline, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why you get to come to all these things.
But yeah, I think, you know, for all generations, this story is great, but this is, you know, hopefully it will become a classic.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Thank you very much.